YouTube, what's going on? Kyle again from ePoolSupply. Today we are back with another comparison video for you guys on the brand new IntelliFlo 3 VSF versus the old IntelliFlo 3 horsepower VSF. So both 3 horsepower pumps, but definitely a huge upgrade going to the new IntelliFlo 3 rather than the original IntelliFlo VSF. So stay tuned, we're going to dive into some differences. All right, guys, and we're back. So again, we are going to go over some comparison for you guys compared to the IntelliFlo 3 horsepower VSF or VS. Essentially, they're the same pump. The only difference is the software allows flow compared to just RPMs. In this case, I have the original VS in front of me, not the VSF. So again, only difference is in the software, and the pump itself is exactly the same. So that's what we're going to be comparing here compared to the brand new IntelliFlo 3 VSF. We do have a video available for you guys, show you guys what's in the box. Make sure you guys check out the links in the description. We'll show you guys everything that comes included with this new pump and kind of go over some more of the specifics. Before I proceed, make sure you guys hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. We're going to have a ton of videos coming your way. We're going to get this thing out in the field, installed, start showing you guys some actual programming videos on how to actually hook up the programming compared to how you would with the original IntelliFlo. So again, both items are 3 horsepower. The only difference between the two, obviously, is now with the IntelliFlo 3, you have this nice, beautiful XF front end. So you're going to be using the big boy unions. You got the 2.5 unions that will go on the wet and the inlet and the outlet of the pump, compared to the original IntelliFlo, which used a 2-inch high temp union. You never were actually able to get the unions included in the package. It was always something that you had to purchase separately, but they did include a communication cable compared to this pump where you no longer require a communication cable. So again, if you want to know some more specifics, we'll kind of talk about it gently here, but make sure you check out the what's in the box video that we have below for you guys. So we'll kind of talk about this one again. Here's your original IntelliFlo. Again, this is just the VS version. It's going to be the same exact thing for a VSF. Again, the only difference is just in the software on the product itself, but every other thing about it's the same, the way you program it, everything. So these have the old keypad style. So as you guys can tell, I can flip this up. I've got a nice keypad here. This is where I'm going to set the time. I'm going to program it. I'm going to set my speeds. I'm going to do everything from this keypad. One revolutionary thing they did with the IntelliFlo on that is that they actually made this this entire keypad fully rotatable. So no matter which way you needed the actual screen to be, in this case for me, I'm looking at it upside down. If this is how it was at my equipment, I could actually remove these 4 screws, rotate it around, and then set it back down, and the thing would operate exactly the same, allowing me to be able to read the screen correctly. So it did have a touchscreen at the pump itself, which was kind of cool. Allowed you guys to change speeds, hit your quick cleans, you know, see if you were having issues, reset the pump, whatever you may need. They gave you that option on this. Again, it's just this nice little block drive that sits on top of the actual motor. The front end was the larger front end compared to the 1.5-horse variable speed that you guys might have seen in our other comparison video with the WhisperFlow VST. It has a slightly larger front end, which allows that horsepower to really amp up. So this has a 3 horsepower motor on it, but your total horsepower was roughly around 3.95. So it was able to really ramp up and get you guys that extra push and drive that you guys need to run your equipment, which is really, really nice. And then being a variable speed, you're able to tone it down and get those energy savings, which is really cool. A comparison between the two is they both take the same power adaptation. So you have a 208 and a 230. That's what these will actually require to take. I take that back, sorry. This was only a 230. This one will actually do a 208 and a 230. So there are those slight differences, but mainly you're going to be focused on around your 230. That's typically what you're going to get that high voltage back at your equipment. So they do hook up the same, so they're not able to use 110 whatsoever. You guys are not able to do that. You're gonna need 220 at bare minimum at your equipment. So if you guys do not know if you have that, please contact your local pool professionals. They'll come out, they can test all that for you guys to make sure that this will actually be optimal for your equipment or not. Now I'll kind of slide it around here so you can kind of show both sides. So again, they both have drain plugs on one side. So you're going to have 2 drain plugs, one to drain the main basket area, one to drain inside the exit here. So this is a different cavity. So that's why you're going to have 2 different kinds of drain plugs so that you can drain the front as well as this back. Same thing goes on the new IntelliFlo 3X VSF. You have the same thing. This one actually has a ton of water in it because they actually water tested it. So I'm not going to move this one around too much so I don't get water all over my table, but they do completely test them before they leave. So if they arrive at your door or you take it from a retail store and it's got a little water in it, I promise it is not a used item. That is just what it shows up like directly from Pentair. I literally just pulled this off the pallet that just came off the truck straight from North Carolina at their headquarters, and it's filled with water. So it's definitely a thing that happens. So make sure you guys notice that and understand that these are still brand new items. They just make sure that they test them right before they leave to make sure everything works in terms of being able to hold the water correctly. So now let's get into the little bit of a difference here on the back end on the VSF, the new VSF, the IntelliFlo 3 VSF. So you guys will see here, I don't have a screen anymore. So there are no more screens on the IntelliFlo 3. They have made the option to be completely wireless, which is awesome. They really want you guys to be able to start using your smartphones, be able to access this thing wherever you guys are, so that as long as this thing is connected to your home Wi-Fi network, you guys can hook this up, turn it on, set it up however you want for a rental property, whether it be for a storm that's coming in, whether you know you're going to have some family in town and you want to get stuff fired up. This will already have that built-in automation. Awesome feature. That's nothing that they've done before. It's brand new to the industry. So it's really, really cool that they're actually allowing that to be an option. In this case, this special item also comes with what they call an I/O board. So an I/O board is an extra hookup that you're actually able to plug into the motor, into the electronics on this item, which will allow you to hook up other items directly to this automation. So that way you don't have one of those big bulky automation systems on your wall out there. Everything can be dealt with directly from the pump. So really, really, really cool technology that they're showing up to the market with. We're gonna have more videos for you guys on showing you all those devices that you can hook up to it and show you guys how to program it and get it to work on the app. But for today, I just kind of want you guys to see these side by side. Again, with the bigger volute on this compared to the original, you're going to get a lot more flow as well as a lot more water capacity and debris capacity in the basket. I don't currently have a lid on this one, so I can't show you guys apples to apples on the lid. But again, maybe I can have Danny pop up a picture right here of a complete one with the lid. I know he loves doing that, and he hates it when I say that. But we're going to put that up there so he can see one complete with the lid, so you can kind of see the differences compared to this one. I don't actually have any more of these in stock, so I can't do anything else. So sorry, Danny, but definitely really cool with the new lid and the new front end. It's going to produce a lot more cleaning ability for your pool compared to the original 3 horsepower that we got here. And again, you can't beat the standalone automation compared to the cable required for this, as well as another automation system that has to be included at your equipment for this thing to be able to connect to your Wi-Fi to access on the application on your phone. So really, really, really cool. I can't stress that enough. It's definitely really cool technology that they're bringing out. So just want to show you guys kind of side by side so you guys can see the differences and see some of the comparisons between the both. You can tell that they are 2 totally different heights. So when you guys are trying to replace, they are coming out with a replacement base that will kind of adjust. So that way you guys can kind of do an even hot swap, but right now it will require new plumbing, and in some cases it might require a lot of new plumbing, being that a lot of people may not have those 2.5-inch pipes. So again, definitely highly recommend taking a look at this. Check out the links below, look at that other video of what comes included in the box. Visit our website, read our blogs. We've got a ton of information on these products so that you guys can kind of check them out and see what's new to the industry and what's new for everyone here and what we're actually moving towards. So it's really cool. Good job, Pentair. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Again, be sure to subscribe. We're going to have a ton more videos coming your way on this pump, as well as some other new products hitting the market. But until then, I'm Kyle from ePoolSupply, and we'll see you next time.